Hey class, happy Monday. Um, Wanted to get through some of the grading before I put this video out today. A couple comments on that. You're doing a superb job on the discussions. One thing to keep in mind is remember that your original post has got to be 125 words or less, and most of you are having no problem with that. It's really great to look how much you're diving into the material and how much the critical thought that you're given your responses, your original post and your responses. So please keep that up. That's working and learning from each other is where we're really going to get the most out of this. Because I'm hoping that there are a lot of lessons, obviously, in this leadership seminar that you'll carry forward for the rest of your careers, and not just at work, but any place that you're interacting with people, which a whole lot of places, right? Um, so remember 125 original posts, 75 words in the responses, and make sure that you're documenting. Some of you are picking out some really cool articles. Harvard Business Review, by the way, is always a good one. I saw a few of those. Um, I guess that's all I really wanted to say about that. The Leadership Journal, superb job on that. You notice there's one of the questions in there is how do you feel about what you're learning? And that's the kind of thing that I never really in my career spent a whole lot of time about it. I wasn't as reflective a person as I should be. And if you saw my strengths profile, all of them were in the strategic area. So I'm all about figuring stuff out, thinking too much about how it might impact others. I did learn how to do that in my management career, but that was not one of my going in strengths. So being reflective is a very critical skill to develop. Some of us come by it naturally, some of us have to work at it, but you all seem to be doing pretty well at it. But continue to get more reflective, make it very personal. I'm the only person who's reading your journal, so um, say it like you want to. That'll be great. This week, a couple really interesting topics. We're getting into emotional intelligence, and that'll be the only other assessment that we do. Um, and if you hadn't guessed, we're really trying to do here in our short 8 weeks together is really examine your leadership, your potential for leadership from a very personal standpoint, rather than talking about building great teams and organizational things. Learning how to lead ourselves is the first step to leadership, and so that's why some of these topics. That's why I've actually changed this course since I have just taken it over and caused a lot of crazy things to happen out there on the online on Schoology. But anyway, um, so the emotional intelligence piece, I just wish I'd have come across this a long time ago. So I want you to, when you take that assessment, please be as honest as possible. Really be accurate. There's no benefit in gaming it, trying to make yourself look better than or stronger in a particular skill than you are. So tell it like it is, and learn from that. You'll see that there's an online piece to that that has some videos and things, and of course your book has all kinds of suggestions. And you're going to be creating this week your self-awareness and self-management skills. You'll be creating some development plans for that. So the emotional intelligence piece is big. It's really big. The other thing is in Simon Sinek, you're going to be introduced to, I guess you would say, the chemistry of leadership, the chemistry of being human, actually, as he examines the impact of certain hormones on the impact on the brain and the body, and how it drives our behavior. And I think you'll find that it's a very timely, it matches right up with the emotional intelligence skills of self-awareness and self-management. So these two things are very complementary. So I'll be quite interested to get your take on these two and how they relate. And so again, this week is a very foundational week in terms of what we're learning about ourselves and how we would apply that to be more effective going forward. So anyway, have fun with it. I really like these particular topics this week, And I'll look forward to seeing your discussions. Keep up the good work on that. Remember, be reflective in your journals. Tell it like it is. Tell me how you feel about things. And see you soon.